सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ व्यासस्मरण व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। शिवस्मरण ॐ नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ॐ नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। रामस्मरणम् ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। ॐ नमोऽस्तु रामाय सलक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यः नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। श्री सीतारामलक्ष्मणभरतशत्रुघ्नेभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचन्द्रवर ब्रह्मणे नमः। अध्यात्म रामायणान्तर्गत माहात्म्यान्तर्गत पारायण श्लोकाः। ॐ रामं विश्वमयं वन्दे रामं वन्दे रघुद्वहं रामं विप्रवरं वन्दे रामं श्यामाग्रजं भजे। यस्य वागंशुतश्रुतं रम्यं रामायणामृतं शैलजासेवितं वन्दे तं शिवं सोमरूपिणं सच्चिदानन्दसन्दोहं भक्तिभूतिविभूषणं पूर्णानन्दमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं शङ्करं स्वयं अज्ञानध्वान्तसंहर्त्रे ज्ञानालोकविलासिनि चन्द्रचूडवचश्चन्द्र चन्द्रिकेयं विराजते जयति रघुवंशतिलकः कौसल्यानन्दिवर्धनो रामः दशवदननिधनकारी दाशरथे पुण्डरीकाक्षः अप्रमेयत्रयातीत निर्मलज्ञानमूर्तये मनोगिरां विदूराय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अथ श्री ब्रह्मांड पुराणांतर्गत श्रीमदध्यात्म रामायणं बालकांडं प्रथम सर्गः श्रीरामहृदयम् प्रार्थना मंत्राः। ओम यः पृथ्वीभरवारणाय दिविजैः सम्प्रार्थितश्चिन्मयः सञ्जातः पृथिवीतले रविकुले मायामनुष्यो व्ययः निश्चक्रं हतराक्षसः पुनरगात् ब्रह्मत्वमाद्यं स्थिरां कीर्तिं पापहरां विधाय जगतां तं जानकीशं भजे। विश्वोद्भवस्थितिलयादिषु हेतुमेकं मायाश्रयं विगतमायमचिन्त्य मूर्तिम् आनन्दसान्द्रममलं निजबोधरूपं सीतापतिं विदिततत्त्वमहं नमामि। पठन्ति ये नित्यमनन्यचेतसः शृण्वन्ति चाध्यात्मिकसङ्गीतं शुभं रामायणं सर्वपुराणसम्मतं निर्धूतपापाहरिमेव यान्ति ते। अध्यात्मरामायणमेव नित्यं पठेद्यदिच्छेत् भवबन्धमुक्तिं गवां सहस्रायुतकोटिदानात् फलं लभेद्यः शृणुयात् स नित्यं। पुरारिगिरिसम्भूता श्रीरामार्णवसङ्गता अध्यात्मरामगङ्गेयं पुनातिभुवनत्रयम् अध्यात्मरामगङ्गेयं पुनातिभुवनत्रयम्। Salutations to Bhagavan Shiva, the Guru here, Bhagavan Vyasa, the writer, Bhagavan Rama, whose Tattva is starter, and he is the main one in the entire text. Three things we should be very clear in our mind all the time. Let us become aware of it. First is what? Any number of gurus, through any number of satsangas, speak any number of shastras to us. Until we ourselves take the data given and do mananam. The knowledge will not come to us. Without our own knowledge, the doubts, confusions never go. If I do the mananam of what my guru taught in the first class, I get knowledge without any doubt. Even I listen from the guru for 1,000 lives, but never did my own mananam. That knowledge never comes to me. Confusion remains all the time. Point one. Second is what? Even after the knowledge is gained convincingly, unless I experience it, okay, the total ignorance or bondage will not go away. These are the two very important things. Therefore, onus is on whom both to gain knowledge as well as to get liberated by doing so. It's me. Never ever only focus on the Guru and Shastra that they clear everything for me. They gave the clear knowledge long back. It has not become clear to us because we have not done the thing to be done of taking the data and doing our own inner mananam in which the knowledge becomes trans, remove the ignorance or confusion. This is what this is what this. Then, even though intellectual knowledge is done, definitely we have to do sadhana to go beyond Namarupa Upadhi to experience self. Do baat ho gaya? Now, the third is most crucial. What is that? To do what? Both the converting the objective information to subjective knowledge to experience. The willingness will come only in one condition when till that willingness come to us when we continuously listen. When you go on listening for 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 3 year, 10 year, फिर 20, एक दिन लगेगा हमको पक्का कि यार ये अनुभूति मुझे पाना है. Then the real sadhaka is born in me. Very carefully listen these things. Don't miss it. Now imagine if we are not even listening class only, will we have information at all? Will we ever have the inspiration to convert the information to knowledge? Will there be any desire for us to do sadhana and know the truth and get liberated? Never. Then what will be there? Everything other than Shastra and Tattva and Moksha. The Shastra, the Atattva and Bandhanam. That is what we were living millions of lives. In this life, you and I are given a chance. What? To listen regularly in which information is given. Make the information into knowledge. Keep on continuing it way. Never leave. And in one of the day, one of the class, slowly the seed is sown. यार ये मुझे आत्मा अनुभव पाकर मुक्ति पाना है. It is only very small seed. Again, it will be after 5-6 days, once more it is heard. Or you yourself, maybe in your relaxed period, mood of mind, you may think about it. This is how that seed slowly sprouts. Then, at that time, not only just listening to the class objectively, subjectively you go to the Guru and ask him then, what is the sadhana? Till that time, only listening and doing whatever you think as sadhana was going on. मैंने ये टाइम दोनों का कोई संबंध ही नहीं होता. क्या सुन रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो? Is it not? When the desire becomes stronger sufficiently, I must experience the truth. That time when we go to the Guru, the same Guru who taught us all the theory, particularly will tell us, therefore this is sadhana, this is sadhana. And we, while doing it, when we are taking him into confidence and discussing with him and telling to him कि यहाँ तक पहुँचाओ, मैं यहाँ तक पहुँचाऊँ, Guru goes on pushing, goes on guiding us till the experience comes. Again, I am repeating, how many number of gurus come and tell, you will still have the doubt. Doubtless knowledge will come when I take this data and do contemplation in my own mind. And my knowledge only helps me, not Guru knowledge. What we are thinking is, Guru's knowledge should help me. Directly Guru का ज्ञान मेरे को नहीं हेल्प करता. गुरु का ज्ञान मेरा जब ज्ञान बनता है तब मुझे हेल्प करे. Your money will not help me, no? Your money, when it become my money, it will help me. Is it not? Your money will not help me. Like when you give dakshina. Swami dakshina de raho lekin ab chuna mat. Or receipt de do. Receipt de do when you say for dakshina means you are not giving the dakshina at all. You are only bargaining. Like nowadays all dakshinas are given for IT exemptions and all. IT. When a dakshina is given unquestionably, that time only you have really given and not asking later कि क्या क्या उस पैसे का. By the way, I am telling this all will come when we study that is Shraddhayadeyam, Ashraddhayadeyam, Sriyadeyam. All these are going to come in Taittiriya in the next 3-4 days time. So the example that one is taken here is what? When you are given money to me, when it is mine, it is useful to me. Same way, when the Guru gave knowledge, Guru given knowledge, Pustaka given knowledge never helps. Pustaka se mastak mein aaya, tabhi help. In what? In clearing doubts. Clearing doubt, having knowledge is never mukti. Having knowledge may help you in your bhukti, the outer knowledge. But in the mukti case, the jnanam never helps. Vijnanam helps. Vijnanam is experience. For that you have to do sadhana. So only through continuous listening that the jnana should be converted into vijnana for mukti, that seedling will happen in us. If that also is not done satsanga, जिंदगी भर हम फंसी जाते. ऐसे कितने जिंदगी यहाँ चला जाएंगे बता नहीं. And then see our own past life, see the life of all people, see right now our life. In that also information is coming, the blessing. Make it as knowledge. Then look into the examples of the Nachiketas and all. They tried, they got the sadhana done, they realized. So we also do our sadhana and realize. So the 3 golden turning points in our life, 3 real births in our life. First birth is when you start going to classes and get the information. Second birth is when you feel to have the knowledge as your own. Like the other day we told you 10 days back. Why? How many times Guru should tell me what is Viveka, what is Vairagya and all? हर एक चीज का समझदारी मुझे होना. And the third golden birth is when we really decide to do sadhana and have all these qualities in us and do that innermost sadhana meditation and experience. इस तरह से हमको 3 जन्म लेना है. Is it not? We have actually 2 janmas earlier. First janma, 3 janmas they say. First janma is from the Chandramandala falling onto the earth. Second janma through the food going into the father. Third janma is from the father to the mother. Fourth janma is from the mother to the earth. These are all bhautika sharira janmas. After that, Guru Upadesha listening is first janma spiritual. अदर ज्ञानम थियरी पक्का हो जाना सेकंड जन्म. मतलब होने का कोशिश करना, होने का इच्छा करके प्रयत्न. आफ्टर कन्विक्शन वांटिंग टू लिबरेट माई सेल्फ थ्रू सेल्फ नॉलेज, दैट ट्राइंग इज कॉल्ड थर्ड जन्म. सो दैट वे 7 जन्म. चंद्रमंडल से भूमि में, भूमि से पिताजी में, पिताजी से माता में, माता से जन्म भूमि में. वी आर बॉर्न 4. देन गुरु के हाथ में गए. First time giving knowledge, first janma, getting that is our knowledge, second janma, doing sadhana to realize yourself is third one. Clear? It is all in our hands. Nobody can do anything for anybody. ये मेरा अपने स्वरूप का ज्ञान है. And all these rishis, munis, gurus, devatas, they're all there to push us inside. When you go inside, you alone are they also. Everyone is your own self. Finally, though. Which Ganapati you do puja, it is your own self. है ना? तदेव ब्रह्मत्वं विद्धि नेदम यदोपासते. The tattva in Ganapati is tattva in me only. But now as a jiva, I need Ganapati's blessings. That way. Anyway, now yesterday in the Sri Rama HRUDAYAM, we have almost seen what is SEETHA teaching Hanumanji on Lord Rama's order about the Rama Parabrahma Tattva. Rama Tattva, that Rama is Parabrahma. What are the slokas? Ramam Vidhi Param Brahma Satchidanandamadvayam Sarvopadhi Vinirmuktam Sattamatram Agocharam Anandam Nirmalam Shantam Nirvikaram Niranjanam Sarvavyapinam Atmanam Swaprakasham Akalmasham. Beautiful slokas. Now, yesterday we explained all of the things. Last only two words are that we'll explain. But before that, an idea. This is the Sita talking about Rama to Anjaneya on order of Rama, part of Adhyatma Ramayana of Brahmaanda Purana written by Vyasa. That's how, this is how it is. Now, Rama Shabd mein put Krishna. The sloka is same. Read Krishnam Vidhi Param Brahma Sachidananda Madhvayam Sachidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatyani. Okay? Same apply to anyone. Put Shiva, Shivam Vidhi Param Brahma. Ganapati, Ganapati Vidhi Param Brahma. Because if Shiva, Ganapati, Rama, they are not Param Brahma, they themselves will not have uniki. They will not have their own existence. Now, instead of all Shiva Rama, put Om. Om Vidhi Param Brahma. Okay, now instead of Om, put yourself. Aham Vidhi Param Brahma. Then put everything Sarvam. Sarvam Vidhi Param Brahma. Therefore, with these Lakshanas, there is one truth. That truth alone is there. Whether it is Jagadishwara, Parameshwara, Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, Rama, any of the Devata, one truth only. For the maintenance, management of the world, all of them are there. Those who need the world, for them all are required. When I need the self, I need only the self. None of this. Clear? Now we stick to the point. The Rama whom you are seeing as a Manusha, four Ramas I told you. The Parabrahma Rama, the Narayana Rama, the Avatara Rama, then the Manusha Rupa Jivita Rama. Clear? In an Avatara Rupa, he killed Ravana. As a Manusha, he followed Dharma, he loved his parents, all that. And is a Narayana, he is a Vishnu Murti, wielder of the Maya. Beyond that is Parabrahma. So, all the four levels we have to accept Paramatma. And discretion is at what level we have to talk Paramatma as what. As a Manusha, we have to talk to him, talk about him to learn how he live life. As Avatara, have faith in him that he comes to help us to establish Dharma. As a Narayana, you must know his Srushti Sthilaya Karaka. And as a Parabrahma, he is all pervading, truth, reality, absolute. There's no doubt. So, and each of these words are to be contemplated. I told you yesterday, Ram Vidhi Param, Param Brahma, Satu, Chitu, Anandam, Advayam. This is a reality. Vidhi, start from Vidhi Param Brahma Vidhi, Param Brahma ko jano, Sachidananda Advayam. In the teaching, Sita telling Hanuman about Rama. But absolute truth, wahi Lakshan ka hai. So Rama is this Param Brahma. Sarvopadi Vinimuktam, yesterday we spoke. Just now in Bhagavad also is a Dhyayato Vishayanasya Swapne Artha Anarthagamo Yatha. Then last was what? Satta Matram Visa Agocharam. Pure existence, not existence superimposed with name and form. Agocharam we explained, self cannot be objectified. Therefore, it is not required to know the self through any of the upadhi. It is me. Remain in that self. That's it. Then Anandam. We said yesterday, the infinitude is Anandam. Nirmalam, there is no sense of otherness. Then Shantam, there are no agitations to create the Ashanti. Nirvikaram, no time influence for it to get modified. Niranjanam, there is nothing like ignorance etc. to taint him. Sarva Vyapinam, from our standpoint, when you see the world of so much multiplicity, he is permeating everything. The trick we have to catch. The mud is sarva vyapa in the pot. In the top of the pot, mud is. Bottom of the pot, mud is there. Middle of the pot, mud is there. Inside the pot, mud is there. The brim of the pot, mud is. Any design you make it in that mud. So mud is sarva vyapa in the pot. If व्याप सर्वव्याप मड है तो पॉट किधर है? अरे वही तो कह रहे हैं हम. If you catch it, that's our work is done easy. Then matter through the Maya is appearing as pot. That's it. Pot is unreal, mud is real. So don't leave the mud, don't think to have pot permanently. Mud you don't live because eternal reality. Pot don't expect it to stay all the time because it is imagination, it will break one day. That's what Adho Antav. Everything has Adi Anta, Paramatma alone is Anadi Ananta. सर्वव्यापिनम, फील दैट. कौन चीज है सर्वव्यापी? ऐसा सोचो तो यू विल रीच टू सत्वस्तु. Inquire the Sadvastu and you will find that, yeah, that alone is there everywhere. And all these are not Indriya Gochara. Yaad rakho, these are all inquiry Gochara. Through the intellect, in the inquiry, Vicharana, it is called Vivek, it is gained or seen as knowledge. बुद्धि के द्वारा आत्म का सर्वव्यापकत्व का ज्ञान होता है. बुद्धि के द्वारा आत्मा का दर्शन नहीं होता. आत्मदर्शन के लिए बुद्धि नहीं चाहिए. बुद्धि के द्वारा मिला हुआ ज्ञान के अनुसार सब अनात्मा को त्याग करने से आत्मा का अनुभव होता है. दर्शन विनिषे दृष्टा दर्शनम दृश्यम त्रिपुट इज देयर. अनुभव मीन्स विदाउट ऑब्जेक्ट, नॉट एन ऑब्जेक्ट, इट इज सेल्फ ओनली, इट इज ऑब्जेक्ट. Sarvavyapinam, then Atmanam. He is the self of everything. There is a one small microbe, it has a self in it. A huge elephant, it has a self in it. Entire Bhumandala, it has a self in it. Entire Surya Kutumbam as a unit has a self in it. That self is Brahma. Is that means that Paramatma has become so many cells? No. One Paramatma only, looking from that standpoint, is said to be the self of that. Like the water is the Atma of the river, Atma of the ocean, Atma of the pond, Atma of the lake, rivulet, well. When I say, doesn't mean that the water has become so many. Water is one. But with each of those conditions, we are talking about the Atma of them. तो आप में आत्मा है, मेरे में आत्मा है, पशु में, पक्षी में, सब में है. इसका अर्थ नहीं कि इतने आत्मे हैं. क्षेत्रज्ञम चापि माम विद्धि सर्व क्षेत्रेषु. One only, but you are being taught from one equipment upadhi drushti. We are telling you that self is there in you and me, and that self is one without second. That is why sarva vyapinam atma. He is all pervading as the self of all. And that which pervades all alone is self. And if it is a self, it has to pervade everything. Think. This is how the intellectual knowledge is strong becoming. It is not the drash, it is not the shabda sparsha rupa rasa gandha gained through indriyas. And all this is not an emotion at the mind level. It is an intellectual inquiry giving us information. When you deeply think about it, it becomes a knowledge. When you practice the knowledge, you experience that the drama is me only. So, sarvavyapinam atmanam, then the last two words are swaprakasham. Another point. There are two things. One is Atma is Prakasha Swarupa, and that Prakasha of the Atma is not borrowed from anyone, it is self. Effulgensu, self-effulgence. Swayam vibhati. Tameva bhavantam anubhati sarvam. Swaprakasha. So the self in me, to eliminate it, nothing is required because it self-eliminates. स्वप्रकाश है. एंड बाकी में प्रकाश खुद का नहीं है. बुद्धि मन इंद्रिया also have the prakasha. Prakasha means ability to know. But none of the prakasha of the buddhi mana are their own. They all got prakasha from the Atma prakasha. In the Adhyatmika, it's called buddhi mana. In the Adi Devika, all this sun, moon and star. All my indriyas don't have prakasha of their own. Self ka hai. That's it. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarva. It's the bhanti or bhati of Bhagavan Atma, then everything else is shining. Clear? That is what Swaprakasham. Swaprakasham means knowing itself by itself, not needing any medium to know. Atma Swaprakasha, Swayam Prakasha. And last one is Akalmasham. There is no any type of samsaradi kalmasha in that. No vasanas, no papadi in the self. Akalmasha. No, each of the word, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 5 minutes, and daily when we contemplate, then our understanding starts becoming subtler about. छोड़ दिया यहीं तो छूट जाएगा इधर ही. That's the difference between जो छोड़ता है सब साथ सुनकर पकड़ता है और उसका फायदा उठाता है. एक शास्त्र को गंभीरता से पकड़ो तो सारा ज्ञान मिल जाएगा. See, now Sita ji spoke to Hanuman ji about Rama. Now she tells about what is she. Mam vidhi moola prakrutim sargasthithyanta karineem tasya sannidhi matrena sujamidhamatandrita. Mam vidhi moola prakrutim sargasthithyanta karineem tasya sannidhi matrena sujami idam atandrita. These two set of shlokas becomes entire quintessence of the Vedanta, including explanation to entire world which we see as if existing other than Paramatma. ये दोनों श्लोकों में सारा सार है. Okay, in the first shloka, the Rama's Parabrahma Tattva is explained. Now she is telling who is she. Mam vidhi Moola Prakriti. Know me to be the Moola Prakriti. Don't look at me as Sita, daughter of Janaka. Then he found her in the plowing. When she stuck to that plowing thing, and she entered there because she considered Ravana because it troubled her. Then to kill her, she took the avatar. All of them are facts, but not ultimate facts. They're all part of the Leelas. Apart from the Leela, I am telling myself. Mam vidhi moola prakriti, the primordial prakriti. Called Maya, it is called. Maya or moola prakriti, same. What do? Sarga sthityanta karani. I am the one who is a doer of creation, maintenance, and dissolution. How do you do that? Tasya sannidhi matrena. Because of his presence. Sannidhi matrena, because his mere presence, and that is enough for me, and that is enough for him also. In that, what is there? He is not the one who is creating. I am creating, and I am not creating without him, and he is not doing anything actively. He is Sannidhi only. That Sannidhi is proximity. And this Sannidhi Matrena here, what we studied in Bhagavata, how do we become Jiva and suffer? Same thing. In the case of Ishvara and Rama, they create without getting bound. We create and get bound. Because we come near to Upadhi with Aham Mama Mahyam relation. They come to the proximity of the Upadhi, not becoming slave through these feelings, they are masters of that. They means the Rama or the Mata Sita. So tasya sannidhi matrena sujami idam. इदम रूप में जो कुछ भी है उसका सृष्टि स्थिति लय मूल प्रकृति सीता जी डस इन द सन्निधि मात्रा ऑफ द रामा. Atandrita means, Tandra means negligence, carelessness, laziness. Atandra means without negligence or carelessness, as his order, I do it. Now with these two words, we are told now, Rama is Parabrahma, Sita is Avyakrita Mula Prakriti. She is the one who does Srishti Sthidilaya on Rama only, wherein Rama is not doing, not changing. In these two mantras, entire Vedanta has come. Now, after listening to these two mantras, don't look at Rama and Sita only as a players of the role as an avatar. That anyway is true. वो तो कथा का भाग है, वो तो इतिहास का भाग है. But who are they ultimately the truth? Where from Rama came, where from Sita came? They might have come from something. Na? That thing is told here as Rama is Parabrahma, Sita is Prakriti. Same everywhere. Any pair, Radha, Krishna kaho, Krishna Rukmini kaho, Uma Maheshwara kaho, wherever they are there, they are two. The Paramatma and his undividable, inseparable Shakti of him. Shiva Shakti Ayukto Yadi This is how Shivananda Lahiri starts. And remember, once you are a student of Vedanta, all the things should be understood in one go. What are all go? Swami, then what is Shiva Parvati? What is Uma Maheshwara? What is Rama and Sita? Are all of them different? They are different expressions at different periods of time for different works. Ultimately, it's only one Parabrahma, second is Maya Shakti. Through the Maya, he is Ishvara. Ishvara gives prerana to the Maya, then Maya does all that. Parabrahma is immaculate, untouched all the time. So those who don't study Vedanta, they have all these doubts. Who is Ishvara? Who is Jagadishvara? Who is Parameshwara? Who is Uma, Maheshwara, Sita, Rama? Itne sare hai kya? Right? I say like I am there, my Shakti is there. Only two are there. My Shakti has many expressions. With every expression, I only appear as many times, many ways. Even though I appear as many types, everything is appearance only, whereas my real me is something beyond. Okay, according to my age, my body condition, my health condition, my other identities, my ability, how many ways I am expressing? Thousand. All those are my own expressions with my own Shakti. Through the Shakti, I express so many forms. But I myself, without Shakti in my own immaculate form, is intact there. So too, Parabrahma alone is real. You call Brahma Vishnu Maheshwara, Brahma with Saraswati, the creator, Vishnu with Lakshmi, the maintainer, Shiva with Shakti, the dissolver. These are all Purusha and Shakti. Creation needs knowledge, therefore they are together. Maintenance needs wealth, therefore they are together. Dissolution needs power, they are together. So the Prakriti, Purusha, दोनों से ही सृष्टि स्थिति संहार होता है. And what are these two Prakriti Purusha? The two expressions of one Parabrahma who, while expressing as these two, yet untouched. This is what we studied yesterday in our Bhagavata in the 23rd chapter or 24th one. And in the morning class it came, in the Bhagavad, in the last chapter also it came, one Paramatma only dichotomized as Purusha and Prakriti. Okay? Then the Prakriti creates the world. Purusha, when he is leader of that world, is an Ishvara unbound. If he get entangled in the created thing of the Prakriti, he becomes Jiva and suffers. While the Jiva is suffering, Ishvara is maintaining the world. Parabrahma is always there as he is untouched. You understand? So, Mam Vidhi Moola Prakritim Sargasthiti Antakarinim Tasya Sannidhi Matrena Sujamidam Atandrita. Therefore, after this, for us, Sita Rama is the Parabrahma and his Shakti. At the level of Parabrahma, Shakti is not there in him. He is one without second. When the Parabrahma gets a Sankalpa for creation, all his Shakti is remembered. Then he becomes the Ishvara or Sushtikarta, Stitikarta, Layakarta, Ityadi. Through his Shakti. Shakti is an inseparable form. It cannot work independently. That's why Tasya Sannidhi Matrena. And yesterday, same word we stopped yesterday also. Catch the word Sannidhi Matra. That's the power of. Means what? Like in the Sannidhi of electricity, the bulb glows. Electricity is not struggling, working, sweating, toiling to glow the bulb. Oh, Sannidhi have us. And the bulb cannot glow independently without the electricity. Like in the house, father Sannidhi Matra, the child does study. Father need not tell him. Pado beta karke. Presence. In the classroom, children are silent. In the Sannidhi are teacher. These examples we can understand. So too, in the Sannidhi of Paramatma, his own Shakti projecting the world on him only. All the three. The creation also is a projection, maintenance also is projection, dissolution also is projection. In reality, na nirodho, na chotpatti, na cha baddha, na sadhaka. At our ignorance level, when we see the world, we are given all these explanations. When you get the knowledge of Atma in experience, all of them are not there. These are the main two shlokas are told. Okay? Paramatma Rama is Param Brahma. Sita is Mula Prakriti. She only does Sushti Sthilaya in the presence of Lord. And Sushti Sthiti Laya, like pot creation, pot maintenance, pot destruction, is what? Giving only Rupa and Nama to the pot and removing the Rupa and Nama to the pot. But is always there only. अंडरस्टूड नो. एक शेप दिया मड को और उसको नाम दिया, बोला पॉट क्रिएटेड. सो क्रिएशन इज रूप नाम ओनली. The reality is always there. So on the reality, through the Rupa Nama, entire world is superimposed. In other words, entire world is nothing but Nama Rupa superimposed on the reality. When the Rupa Nama is superimposed on the reality, reality is not changing. It remains as the same. And the one who is valuing the Rupa Nama, then he becomes pot seller, pot purchaser, pot hitter, pot broker, whatever it may be. He will be a samsara. Now comes next shloka. That we just now said it. Again we repeat. Tat sanidhyatmaya srushtam tasmin aropyate abudhaihi ayodhya nagare janma raghuvamsheti nirmale. And this onwards, all the shlokas are telling the entire katha. For all this katha, the mula vakya is this first sentence. What is that? Tat sannidhyat. See, immediately sannidhi matrena upar kaha, dobara repeat kar rahe. Tat sannidhyat. In the sannidhi of Rama, maya srushtam. The whole world is created by me and maintained and dissolved by me. Tasmin aropyate is superimposed on him. By whom? Abudhaihi, those who are ignorant. What ignorance? Aviveka. When the viveka comes, the ignorance is, when the viveka is done, vijnanam or knowledge comes vidya, avidya goes on. Only the abudha, the ajnani, avidyavan thinks that he is doing whereas who is doing is me in his presence. See the trick, इसको सॉल्व करना. भगवान खुद नहीं कर रहे, माया कर रही है. माया खुद नहीं करेगी उनके बिना. And what we do? Created by Maya, superimposed on the Paramatma. Tat sannidhyat maya sustam tasmin aropyate abudai. Very contemplative they are. I know it's all bouncer and wide ball for all of us, many of us. Therefore, who is creating the world? Mula Prakriti, in the presence of God. So, Paramatma is the Upadhana Nimitta Karana. He said as Upadhana, निमित्त कोई कभी उनको निमित्त माया को उपादान कहते हैं, कहीं उनको उपादान माया निमित्त कहते हैं. That is one language of explanation. But here, as per Sita is saying, Maya in the Paramatma's prerana, Maya adhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. The prakriti of Trigunatmika is creating the entire world in the presence of Lord. Where the Lord is everywhere. If He alone is there everywhere, like where is the wood in a door? Everywhere is there. If everywhere wood alone is there, where is the door? Superimposed on the wood only. So therefore, is the wood there or not? With the door is there or not? Wood is very much there. Is the door is there without the wood? It is not there. So wood is Satyam, door is Asatyam. Door is a name and form and Kriya given to the wood. Go deeply, there is no door at all. Only wood is there. What you call as door is nothing but wood. What you call as Jagat is nothing but Paramatma. On Paramatma, the multiplicity is called Srishti. The dissolution of multiplicity is called Laya. This is done by Maya, in between the Sthiti. Tasya sannidhi matrena tasannidhyat maya sustam tasmin aropyate abudai. Now, this is understood, I am the self, unchanged, unmoving. In the ignorance of myself, the Maya is projecting the Jiva in me. So let me establish in my self-knowledge. Then I am transcending Maya. There is no creation of Jiva Bhava and suffering. sort in the world outside. नव आपको समझ में आया ना, गुरु कृपा भगवत कृपा के बिना ये ज्ञान पचेगा नहीं. इसलिए निरंतर उपासना टू गुरु एंड ईश्वर, आस्किंग देम, हे भगवान, गिव मी दिस नॉलेज, मेक मी अंडरस्टैंड दिस नॉलेज, लेट मी इवॉल्व टू कैच दिस सटल थिंग दैट इज सेड इन दिस. देखो बता चुके हैं, इसी शब्दों में सब है, शब्द पढ़ रहे हैं लेकिन बात समझ में नहीं आ रहा. इवन समझ में आ रहा है तो लिटरल मीनिंग समझ में आ रहा है. हाँ समझिए, इन हिज प्रेजेंस मदर इज क्रिएटिंग, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दैट, what should be derived out of that, what is to be done as sadhana, what siddhi we have to gain. These are the big questions. Now in his presence I am creating, everybody is superimposing on him in general. Now in particular, as now Sita is going to say, entire thing that happened in the Ramayana Shastra as Rama's Avatara Leela, she says all of that is done by me, imposed on Rama. Rama as a Parabrahma is untouched only. That is how this Ramayana Katha is Adhyatma Rama. So she tells all the things. They are only details, therefore we can study them in 2-3 minutes. It becomes easier. It saves our time. What she says starting, Ayodhya Nagare Janma. In the Ayodhya Nagara, Sri Rama ka Janama, Raghuamsheti Nirmale, in the Ati Nirmala Raghuamsh. This is what in the Ramayana it is written. All of us think Rama is born in the Raghukula, Ati Nirmala, in the Ayodhya to Dasharatha and Kaushalya. Then Vishwamitra Sahayatvam. Vishwamitra came, asked for help for protecting Yajna from Rakshasas. Makasam Rakshanam Tadaha. Actually going and doing the protection of the Yajna. Ahalya Shapasamanam. Then he went to that ashrama. Then he neared there. In fact, immediately the stone became that Ahalya. So Ahalya ka Shapasamanam, Chapa Bhango Mahesiduho. Then the Shiva Dhanurbhanga in the Janakapuri. This is the next episode. So all of them are the contents of the entire Rama Katha. Sita ji is narrating, telling us why in Adhyatma Ramayana you have this Rama Katha explained, this Adhyatma Jnanam explained. Therefore, Adhyatma Ramayanam. Ramayanam, Adhyatmam. दोनों मिला के रामायण. Like Bhagavatam. Satyam Param Dhimahi, then Projita Kaitavaha Paramadharmaha. There the Bhakti and Jnana with so many stories in entire Bhagavatam. Here, the Tattva Jnanam and Rama Katha, which shows again Dharma, Yoga, Bhakti all. So Ayodhya Nagare Janma, in that great Raghukula, Vishwamitra ke saath jana, protecting the Yajna, then Ahalya Shapa Shamanam, then going to Janakapuri, breaking the Shiva Dhanu. Then next, Mat Pani Grahanam, marrying me. Mat Pani Grahanam, holding to my hand. The hand of the girl is given in the hand of the boy, so throughout life he holds her hand, takes care, etc. Mat Pani Grahanam, then Paschat Bhargavasya Madakshayaha. After marriage, when we are going to Ayodhya, suddenly the Parashurama came, lot of discussion. So that Bhargava, Parashurama's Ahankara is removed, which we'll see in the Balakanda in the 4th or 5th Sarga. Then Ayodhya Nagare Vasaha. Then going to Ayodhya and staying there, Maya, along with me, Dwadasha Varshikaha, 12 years. तो मैरिज के बाद श्री राम सीता अयोध्या में 12 साल थे. Then after that 14 years they were in Aranyavasa or Vanavasa. So 14 plus 12 is 26. At the time of marriage, Sita is 12 or 16. So she must be 42, all that age of calculation. So 12 years it is mentioned here, Maya Dwadasha Varshikaha. Then what happened uske baad? Kaikeyi and all, Dandakaranya Gamanam, going to Dandakaranya. Who came in between? Virada Rakshasa, Viradhavada Evacha. Then we stayed there 10, 11 years. Then suddenly that dear golden came, Maya Maricha Maranam. The Maya Maricha in the Murugarupa killed. Maya Sita Hrutihi. Dekho, this is what here and Tulsi में mentioned. वाल्मीकि में ऐसा नहीं कहा, या हमने देखा नहीं होगा. ki Maya Sita Ahruti. You know, when the deer comes, that time Sita Ram they go inside, they discuss. Original Sita is gone and the duplicate Sita comes. She is the one who is taken or kidnapped by Ravana. So Maya Sita Ahruti Tatha. Then Sita, when he was taken, this Jatayu was fighting. Jatayu mokshanam isho mokshalabaha. Then Rama comes back, sees Jatayu in such a situation en route, so he gives moksha, Jatayu moksha, kavandasya tathaiva. Then in search of Sita, when Rama Lakshmana going near to that Sugriva's Darshamukha, in between Kavanda Rakshasa came. He was also removed or eliminated or liberated. Then Shabaryaha Pujanam. With this Aranyakanda ends generally. Kishikandara start होते where the Shabarika darshan and all. Shabarya pujanam, Shabari doing puja. Pacha Sugrivena samagamaha. Then in that Vishamukha Parvata, meeting with Sugriva. Thereafter, दोनों मित्र हो गए. वाली नष्टवदः पश्चात. Rama with one arrow killing Vali. Then Sita Anveshanam evacha. Then you only went and did all the Anveshan of me. Sita Anveshanam. Then Setu Bandhascha, when the information is brought, all of them went and made a Setu. Setu Bandhascha Jaladau, Lankayascha Nirodhanam, attacking Lanka. Then Ravanasya Vadho Yuddhe, Saputrasya Duratmanaha, then killing of Duratma Ravana with all his putra, all the Amatya and all Rakshasagana. Thereafter Vibhishane Rajyadanam, giving Danam of Rajya to Vibhishana. Pushpakena Maya Saha Ayodhya Gamanam Paschat. Along with me, coming back to Ayodhya. Paschat Rajya Rama Abhisheshanam. Then Ramji ka Abhishek hua as a king. Up to this, Hanuman, you know, and in between many episodes before your arrival, और आगे भी जो भी होंगे एवं आदीनि कर्माणि. Now this is the very shocking sentence for all of us. Shocking in sense surprising. एवं आदीनि कर्माणि मया एव आचरितानि अपि आरोपयन्ति रामे अस्मिन् निर्विकारे अखिलात्मनि. Rama, who is Nirvikara, Rama, who is the self of all, on him the aropana have done of all these actions as if he has done, even though they are all done by me. Now, if you can sort out this thing, you have understood Vedanta. The entire Adhyatma Ramayana will go on doing the koshish to make us this understood. So, therefore, entire Rama Katha is happening in only Maya only. In the Supreme Brahma, there is no Sushti Sthiti Laya. Sushti Sthiti Laya ही नहीं है, तो स्थिति काल में रावण का आना, फिर वो लोक को तबाह तंग करना, भगवान taking अवतारा, there are part of the play. You know, the entire movie, hero, villain, everything is a part of play only, not the reality. This is absolute Vedanta. Now, what is Rama absolutely? Hanuman ji ko bata rahe Sita. Then Shivji is telling Parvati, this is a very important shloka which we'll discuss tomorrow little detail. We'll just chant the mantra. Ramo na gacchati na tishtati na anushochati akanksate tyajati no na karoti kinchitu anandamurti rasalaha parinamahinaha maya gunananugato hi tata vibhati. The pure absolute Rama, about whom in the two shlokas so many gunas were explained or tattva, that Rama is not a participant in all of them. I have done it, it is superimposed on Rama. The Rama Brahma, who is not only in Rama, not only in me, all pervading, that Brahma Rupi Rama ki baat keh rahi hai. Now the trick is what here? Sita is talking about Brahma Rama, but we are listening it from the Avatara Rama. Therefore, we will never understand. Then we say Hare Rama. See, she is using the word Rama, but indicating Brahma. That word Rama used by her, we are listening, but our attention is on the Avatara Rama, Manushya Rupa Rama, non-Parabrahma. Therefore, it becomes difficult for us to grasp it. That way, in the beginning only, she defined who is Rama. Therefore, when you study any of the Shastra, first study the Rama as Parabrahma. Then study Ramayana, then you will know all that Leela is only a Leela of God. There we have to learn these lessons for our Vyavahara and Sadhana. More than that, in the world there is nothing real. Nothing worthy to attend, nothing real, nothing can dare to bind us also. Further, little more slokas. She speaks now from here after the 43. Rama takes the mic from 44 up to 56. Then the 13 slokas are, or 14 slokas are Sri Ramachandra himself giving again Brahmajnana to Hanuman. It's a little tough. But though it is tough, we will listen, we try to understand, we are at least attempting it. If not in first attempt, maybe in the 100th attempt, we will definitely come to catch it. As our intellects become subtler and sharper, purified, through Vairagya, we get detached from the outer and inner world of names, forms, then we get capacity to understand. और इन सब में फिर भगवान का कृपा उपासना प्रार्थना ये सब होते हैं अब ये करते 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 जन्म जन्म में ओपन होते the outer freedom for the nation only. It started in 1757. Then 1947, 190 days it took. 20 years. 190 years. Not a small time. But it required for mobilizing the entire nation and becoming stronger, powerful in all aspects. Is it not? 1757 में शुरू हुआ हमको अपना स्वराज्य चाहिए वाला. By that time, the Mughals were kicked away by these Britishers and all these useless fellows. One useless fellow kicked the other useless. Outer freedom took that time. Though we are not that way even free, because outside you can never be free. So inner freedom needs little time, effort. We will give it. 190 years, why you can say 60? You can mean 4 or 5 generations. So we need 5-6 lives minimum to thoroughly grasp, and it will happen. Nothing to it. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. So tomorrow, day after, 2 days we will study what Sri Rama said, concludingly what Bhagavan Shiva said to Parvati. This is the Sri Rama HRUDAYAM Sarga Balakanda. And throughout the other sargas, through this story, we will be taught to learn this. When you see the world, know that it is Maya. When you close the eyes and see, you see the self inside as Rama. That's how it is. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraya Amrutakarashastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trilokyanataya Sri Mahavishnave Namaha Om Bhagyabdi Chandrika Bhakta Chitta Keki Gana Roga Bharata Dambholir Mutidara Kutharikayai Namo Namaha Om Nasai Roga Hare Samapira Jabata Nirantara Namatavira Om Sri Hanumadvira Namaha Om Sri Hanumate 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 Namaha Shivanasmarana Om Namah Shivaya 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 Nasimha Om Vajranakaya Vidmahe Tikshna Dhimahe तन्नो नारसिंहं प्रचोदयात् ॐ वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदंष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहं प्रचोदयात् ॐ वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदग्गुष्टाय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंहः प्रचोदयात्। ओं नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मीनारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओं नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मीनारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। ओं नमो भगवते श्री लक्ष्मीनारसिंहाय प्रह्लादाय च। Friends, today we will do in our chanting 3 ashtakams, one about Ganapati. So all of that may take 15-20 minutes. Enjoy. First is Govinda Ashtakam. Then we do Panduranga Ashtakam. Then we do Jagannatha Ashtakam. Try to put your mind while chanting, listening, any of the meaning if you can catch it. Unfortunately, I'm not giving you the book or notes. I don't know where to show all of them, but it is for future reference more. And presently your participation is only in listening and reveling. ओम अथ श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत श्री गोविंदाष्टकम्। ओम ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तं नित्यमनाकाशं परमाकाशं गोष्ठप्राङ्गणरिङ्खणलोलम् अनायासं परमायासं मायाकल्पितनानाकारमनाकारं भुवनाकारं क्ष्मामानाथमनाथं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दम्। मृत्स्नामत्सिंहेति यशोदा ताडनशैशवसन्त्रासं व्याधितवक्त्रालोकितलोका लोकचतुर्दशलोकाळिं लोकत्रयपुरमूलस्तम्भं लोकालोकमनालोकं लोकेशं परमेशं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दम्। त्रैविष्टपरिपुवीरघ्नं क्षितिभारघ्नं भवरोगघ्नं कैवल्यं नवनीताहारमनोहारं भुवनाहारं वैमल्यस्फुटचेतो वृत्तिविशेषाभासमनाभासं शैवं केवलशान्तं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दम्। गोपालं भूलीलाविग्रह गोपालं कुलगोपालं गोपीखेलन गोवर्धन धृति लीलाविरलित गोपालं गोभिर्निगदित गोविन्दस्फुट नामानं बहुनामानं गोधीगोचरदूरं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दं। गोपीमण्डलगोष्ठीभेदं भेदावस्तमभेदाभं शश्वद्गोकुरनिर्धूतोद्गत धूळीधूसरसौभाग्यं श्रद्धाभक्तिगृहीतानन्दमचिन्त्यं चिन्तितसद्भावं चिन्तामणिमहिमानं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दम्। स्नानव्याकुलयोषित् वस्त्रमुपादायागमुपारूढं व्याधित्सन्तरतदिग्वस्त्रा धातुमुपाकर्षन्तं ताः निर्धूतद्वय शोकविमोहं बुद्धं बुद्धेरन्तस्थं सत्तामात्रशरीरं तं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दम्। कान्तं कारणकारणमादिमनादिं कालगनाभासं कालिन्दीगतकालीयशिरसे सुनृत्यं तं मुहुरत्यन्तं कालं कालकलातीतं कविताशेषं कलिदोषघ्नं कालत्रयगतिहेतुघ्नं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दम्। बृन्दावन भुवि बृन्दारकगण बृन्दारादितवन्द्यायां कुन्दाभामलमन्दस्मेर सुधानन्दं सुमहानन्दं वन्द्याशेषमहामुनिमानस वन्द्यानन्दपदद्वन्द्वं वन्द्याशेषगुणाब्धिं प्रणमत गोविन्दं परमानन्दं गोविन्दाष्टकमेतदधीते गोविन्दार्पितचेतायः गोविन्दाच्युत माधव विष्णु गोकुलनायक कृष्णेति गोविन्दाङ्घ्रिसरोजध्यान सुधाजलधौत समस्ताघो गोविन्दं परमानन्दं मृत परमानन्दामृतम् अन्तस्तं सतमभ्येति गोविन्दं परमानन्दामृतम् अन्तस्तं सतमभ्येति इति श्री आदिशङ्करकृत श्री गोविन्दाष्टकम् अथ श्री पाण्डुरङ्गाष्टकम् ओम अथ श्री पाण्डुरङ्गाष्टकम् ओम पाण्डुरङ्ग विठ्ठल पाण्डुरङ्ग विठ्ठल पाण्डुरङ्ग विठ्ठल पंडरीनाथ विठ्ठल पुरंदर विठ्ठल Vishnu Bhagavan avatar. On that also Bhagavan wrote Shankara the stotra. Om Om Ata Shri Adi Shankara Krita Shri Pandurangashtakam Om Om Mahayoga Pithe Tate Bhimaratya Varam Pundarikaya Datum Munindrai Samagatya Tishtantamanandakandam परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं तटित्वाससं नीलमेघावभासं रमामन्दिरं सुन्दरं चित्प्रकाशं वरं त्विष्टकायां समन्यस्तपादं परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं प्रमाणं भवाब्धेरिदं मामकानां नितम्बः कराभ्यां धृतो येन तस्मात् विधातुर्वसत्यै धृतो नाभिकोशः परब्रह्मलिङ्गं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं स्फुरत्कौस्तुभालङ्कृतं कण्ठदेशे श्रियाजुष्टकेयूरकं श्रीनिवासं शिवं शान्तमीड्यं वरं लोकपालं परं ब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं शरच्चन्द्रबिम्बाननं चारुहासं लसत्कुण्डलाक्रान्तगण्डस्थलान्तं जपारागबिम्बाधरं कञ्जनेत्रं परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं किरीटोज्ज्वलत् सर्वदिक्प्रान्तभागं सुरैरर्चितं दिव्यरत्नैरनर्घ्यैः त्रिभङ्गाकृतिं बरह माल्यावतंसं परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं विभुं वेणुनादं चरन्तं दुरन्तं स्वयं लीलया गोपवेशं दधानं गवां बृन्दकानन्ददं चारुहासं परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गम् अजं रुक्मिणी प्राणसञ्जीवनन्तं परन्धाम कैवल्यमेकं तुरीयं प्रसन्नं प्रपन्नार्तिहं देवदेवं परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं स्तवं पाण्डुरङ्गस्य वैपुण्यदं ये पठन्त्येकचित्तेन भक्त्या च नित्यं भवाम्भोनिधिं तेऽपि तीर्त्वान्तकाले हरेलालयं शाश्वतं प्राप्नुवन्ति भवाम्भोनिधिं तेऽपि तीर्त्वान्तकाले हरेरालयं शाश्वतं प्राप्नुवन्ति परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गं परब्रह्मलिंगं भजे पाण्डुरङ्गम् इति श्री आद्यशङ्करकृत श्री पाण्डुरङ्गाष्टकं सम्पूर्णम् ओम अथ श्री जगन्नाथाष्टकं जय जगन्नाथ। Puri Jagannath. He went everywhere. He wrote stotrams. What is this tune? कदाचित् काडिन्दी तट विपिन संगीत गवर इला ओमद श्री आद्य शंकराचार्य कृत श्री जगन्नाथाष्टकम् ओम 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 कदाचित् कालिन्दी तट विपिन संगीत कवरः मुदा गोपी नारी वदन कमला स्वादमधुपः रमा शंभु ब्रह्मा मरपति गणेशार्चितपदः जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे भुजे सव्ये वेणुं शिरसि शिखिपिञ्चं कटितटे दुकूलं नेत्रां ते सहचर कटाक्षं विदधति सदा श्रीमद्बृन्दा वनवसति लीला परिचयः जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे महाम्भोधे स्थिरे कनकरुचिरे नीलशिखरे वसन् प्रासादान्तः सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना सुभद्रा मध्यस्थः सकल सुरसेवावसरदः जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे कदा पारावारः सजल जलद श्रेणिरुचिरः रमावाणी सोम स्फुरदमलपद्मोद्भवमुखैः सुरेन्द्रैराराध्यः श्रुतिगणशिखागीतचरितः जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे रथारूढो गच्छन् पथि मिलित भूदेव पटलैः स्तुति प्रादुर्भावं प्रतिपदमुपाकर्ण्य पदयः सदयः दया सिन्धुर्बन्धुः सकल जगतां सिन्धुसुतया जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे परब्रह्मा पीडः कुवलय दलोत्फुल्लनयनः निवासी नीलाद्रौ निहित चरणोऽनन्त शिरसि रसानन्दो राधा सरस वपुरालिङ्गन सुखो जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे न वै प्रार्थ्यं राज्यं न च कनकताम्भोगविभवम् न याचेऽहं रम्यां निखिलजनकाम्यां वरवधूं सदा काले काले प्रमथपतिना गीतचरितः जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे हरत्वं संसारं द्रुततरमसारं सुरपते हरत्वं पापानां विततिमपरां यादवपते अहो दीनानाथं नीतमचलं निश्चितपदं जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे. In all Orissa, all those who are doing Upasana Sadhana, Bhagavad Saptaha, all of that, they write this line as quotation. Jagannatha Swami Mama Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me. Hey Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me. Means what? See, come to my vision and lead my path so that I reach you. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavatu Me. What a beautiful saying. And in that, all of Krishna's Leela, some of them, Krishna is Brahma Tattva. Earlier also, Pandurangashtakam, Brahma Tattva and Krishna Leela and Prarthana, Parabrahmalingam Bhaje Pandurangam, Parabrahmalingam Bhaje Pandurangam. That is the main line. Earlier also in the Govinda Ashtakam, Shuddha Vedanta Jnanam with Govinda Rupa Krishna's Leelas are told. This is how Bhagavan Adi Shankara, he traveled all over the nation, which was the temples he went, he revived there and he did his chantings of the Stuti, which remain permanently the source of invoking Bhagavan with all its Shakti. Tomorrow we chant Lakshmi Nrsimha Karavalambam as well as Lakshmi Nrsimha Pancharatnam. With these two, we have finished with the Vishnu Stotrams. Then we take up the chantings of Mother. It starts with Kanakadhara, Lalita Panchakam, Meenakshi Stotram, Annapurna, Lalitastakam, Rajarajeshwari, Vrambika Ashtakas, Tripura Sundari Ashtakam, Sharada Bhujanga Prayatam, Gauri Dashakam, Bhavani Bhujanga Prayatam, Devi Navaratna Malika, Devi Bhujanga Sthiti, Shishu Pralapaha. Then we have Mantra Matrika Pushpamala. Then Devi Chatushashti Upachara Manasa, 64 slokas, big one. Then we have Tripura Sundari Manasa Puja. And then we chant for our sake some more stotrams of this is big one, yeah. Tripura Sundari Manasa Puja going into 127. Tripura Sundari Vedapadastavaha we do. Then we also have a beautiful mantras of Anandalahari. Okay, the Shivananda Levi is. Then last one is Saundarya Lahari. That also will come in our chanting. Please wait for it. Listen it. Thank you. Then after that, we go to the Subramanya Bhujanga and all other devatas, whatever he has written, the things. Okay. Sarvam Sri Paramatma Charana Aravindarpanam Astu. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane Shrutimatre Namam Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Om Bhurbhu Swa Pranaya Panaya Vyanaya Udanaya Samanaya Brahmane Brahmarpanam. Brahmaiva Tena Gantavya Brahma Annam Chaturvidam Sadhara. Om Nilamega Shava Nityagan Mohana Bala Gopala Venugana Lola Vedanta Vidya Navanita Chora Bhakta Janadhara Paramadyavarti Mukti Sandha Geetamrita Data Parama Yogish Partha Saradrupa Krishna Sarvamangalam Rama Sarvamangalam Sadguru Sarva Om Nadatra Suryo Bhatana Chandra Taranam Nema Vidito Bhandivito Yamagni Tameva Bhandavanavati Sarvam Sasyavasa Narayana Dasanita Ekanta Bhakti Namo Brahmadyo Mangalam Gurudev Brahmaloka Hiri me Guru Puram Badva Vyakyata Nityam Humble Sya Ramachandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Radhavara Krishna Chandra Bhagavan Ki Jai Umavara Chandra Choda Bhagavan Ki Jai Ramayana Mahabharata Bhagavata Upanishad Gita Samasta Sanatana Vaidika Samsashastra Ki Jai Vedya Shukadeva Sutadi Bhagavata Acharya Ki Jai Vishwamitra Vishnu Valmiki Tulsidasa Ramayana Acharya Ki Jai वेद व्यास ईश्वर याज्ञवल के आद्य शंकरादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय पार्वतीपते हर हर महादेव रुद्र गोविंद राम कीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम अम्बे अम्बे माता की जय. गणपति का भी एक पढ़ो श्री गणेश नामाष्टक स्तोत्रम. इन दैट ब्यूटिफुल श्लोका. ओम अद श्री गणेश प्रीत्यर्थम श्री गणेश नामाष्टक स्तोत्रम. ओम ज्ञानार्थवाचको गश्च नश्च निर्वाणवाचकः तयोरीशं परं ब्रह्म गणेशं प्रणमाम्यहम्. एकशब्दः प्रधानार्थः दन्तश्च बलवाचकः बलं प्रधानं सर्वस्मात् एकदन्तं नमाम्यहम्. दीनार्थवाचको हेश्च रम्भः पालकवाचकः पालकं दीनलोकानां हेरम्बं प्रणमाम्यहम्. विपत्तिवाचको विघ्नः नायकः खण्डनार्थकः विपत्खण्डनकारं तं प्रणमे विघ्ननायकम्. विष्णुदत्तैश्च नैवेद्यैः यस्य लम्बं पुरोदरम् पित्रा दत्तैश्च विविधैः वन्दे लम्बोदरं सदम्. शूर्पाकारौ च यत्कर्णौ विघ्नवारणकारणौ सम्पद्धौ ज्ञानरूपे च शूर्पकर्णं नमाम्यहम्. विष्णुप्रसादं मुनिना दत्तं यन्मूर्ध्नि पुष्पकं तद्गजेन्द्रमुखं कान्तं गजवक्त्रं नमाम्यहम्. गुहस्याग्रे च जातोऽयम् आविर्भूतो हरालये वन्दे गुहाग्रजं देवं सर्वदेवाग्रपूजितम्. एतन्नामाष्टकं स्तोत्रं नानार्थसहितं शुभं त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नित्यं स सुखी सर्वतो जयी ततो विघ्नाः पलायन्ते वैनतेयात् यथोरगाः गणेश्वरप्रसादेन महाज्ञानी भवेत् ध्रुवं पुत्रार्थी लभते पुत्रं भार्यार्थी कुशलां स्त्रियं महाजडः कवीन्द्रश्च विद्यावांश्च भवेत् ध्रुवम् इति श्री ब्रह्मवैवर्तपुराणे गणपतिखण्डे श्रीगणेशनामाष्टकस्तोत्रं सम्पूर्णं तत्सद्ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you, friends. Okay, I have to just edit, that's it. Yeah, we have done the Namaskara Arati.